knows what we're going to get out of Ronda when she comes back? You know, if we're getting Ronda at the best that she's ever been, then I say Ronda. But if we're getting Ronda coming back kind of, you know, with a half-ass mentality, kind of like, oh, I just feel like I have to do this one time, and she's got a lot of ring rust, and maybe she's still punch shy since she hasn't fought since Holly, you know, and we all saw that obviously Amanda has an incredible power between her, you know, in her right hand. So, you know, she hits Ronda with one of those. Like, I could see it being a huge problem for Ronda. A big problem. So it's kind of hard to say, honestly. I really just don't know what we're going to get with Ronda. I think I know what we're going to get with Amanda. I just have no idea what we're going to get with Ronda.
And then a media report comes out that Conor McGregor was knocked out in training. And I tend to believe the report because usually where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm not report because I don't know, but I read this is all over the internet, and I have a couple of thoughts on it, and I would like to hear yours. But my biggest problem, Brian, is if that happened, we should never know who in his gym ratted him out for one and attempted to embarrass him. The second thing is, what kind of a training partner knocks somebody out? You know, back in the olden day, that used to be coveted, where you would go and brag if you got a takedown or a knockdown on a Randy Couture type guy. It's like, well, hey, in today's world, when we know all these bad things that come with concussion and head trauma, you got to have a partner that you can trust. So first off, if he's got a partner that's throwing the kind of punches that can put him down, that's not great with me. And second off, if that guy is then going and telling media as a way of putting his own name over, that's doubly worse with me. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think it's ridiculous. I think whoever that person is, not only do they need to go public with who it is, but they need to make sure that other gyms in that area, if they were training in America, if they were training over in Ireland, people need to know. So that this guy has to deal with that reputation now, because that is ridiculous that they would do that. One, if you weren't the careful training partner you need to be and you did that, you should be eternally sorry and trying to make it up to him. But then you had the character flaws. I mean, just disgusting to go and report it publicly. What a jerk.
People do see that at times as a victory in the practice room. It's like, man, that's just the opposite. That's a terrible thing to do to your partner. And then it's an even worse thing to go and try to get your own name over. And Conor's a very generous guy. So if you're sparring with Conor, you're getting a paycheck. Not all of us can say that. Most of us are just helping one another out. Conor's paying you. So, I mean, it is betrayal on the highest of level for multiple reasons, and I do not like it.
No, I can't stand it. You know, Dan Henderson knocked plenty of people out in practice by accident. He's just so powerful, he can't help himself. I remember a guy shot a takedown on him. He sprawled and threw an uppercut, knocked the kid clear out, and broke his nose. And Hendo never told anybody. He never bragged about it. I mean, and that's why we love the guy so much. He never mentioned anything. He was sorry about it. Buy the guy dinner. Buy him a ton of dinners, you know?
Sure.
That's what you're supposed to be in this sport. It's about getting better. Shame on that guy, and I agree. I mean, absolutely terrible.
Henderson used to, I was one of those guys. I've taken that H-bomb in practice, and, you know, he doesn't say much. His apologies aren't great, but you know what he's trying to say. Hey, are you okay? That's a big deal for Dan to stop and check on you. You know, that means, hey, I'm really sorry. Excuse me, Brian. I remember the day Randy, you know, Dan is notorious. He's missing all of his front teeth. Well, those front teeth all came out with one shot. Randy Couture hit him in the mouth one day and broke like a row of teeth out. So in fairness to Henderson and all the guys that he did catch in practice, he was never upset with Randy. He's like, oh, that was a good shot. And that was the end of it. So he takes it as good as he gives. I guess that's the point that I've got.